Welcome to Marth and the Machines. Today the old issue of shooting the enemy from range or beating them up at arm's length will enter round 2. Last time it was Kane vs Viros. Now our contestants are Ursus the Butcher Zoktavir vs Kara Cloud Strife Hairdo Sloan, Axes vs Rifles. And a serious bunch of mean machines for a 35-point break the line scenario. Enjoy! Alright, virtual terrain exposition. A bunch of forests, a hill, a structure, and ruins, or rather the walls from some buildings. We decided ground cover. No legs this time. We both played our casters for the first time. I went with the Butcher of Karlov. His army was what I would call heavy metal. Only warjacks support, and one standalone unit. I had the Juggernaut Victor and his new friends, the Marauder Mikhail, the Destroyer Nikita, and the Kodiak Boris, as well as Pooch the War Dog. Their support were a minimum unit of battle mechanics and a Kolun Lord. The unit were Kayazi assassins without an underboss. Cygna's action heroes were Kara Sloan with a Cyclone, a Charger and a Hunter, alongside a minimum unit of trenches with UA, the Black 13th Gunmage Strike Team, as well as Thor Steinhammer and a Godsend Basher. I won the role to deploy and go first. I give one focus each to Michael and Nikita and keep the rest for now. Then, first of all, the Kayazi assassins run upfield. The only ones who did not run were the Kolun Lord who power boosted Victor and the Butcher who cast Fury on Boris, moved and put Iron Flesh on the Kayazi. With him, everything advances. The only notable exceptions are the trenchers who pop their smokes, the Cyclone who lays down covering fire, Sloan who casts Fire Group, and the Charger that sits on 3 focus because it is still out of range. Well, actually it isn't, but the Kayazi are stealthy. Thor tunes up his Basher and prontos him before he moves. The Basher advances. I need to close in on the gunline without showing the Butcher to neither Kara Sloan nor the Hunter. So I allocate no focus, but upkeep Iron Flesh and Fury. The Kayazi run to hide in melee with the Basher. I have a peerless explanation for this stupid move. My brain went on standby. The Butcher activates, casts full throttle and moves. The Jacks run, with Nikita and Mikhail forming a steel wall in front of the Butcher. Victor runs up, headed for the Black 13th. Boris walks up and vents steam. The mechanics trail in behind, same with the Kolun Lord and the War Dog. His turn is painful. Kara allocates 2 focus to the Hunter and 2 to the Cyclone. Thor tunes up his Basher, the Basher flag fields, killing all but one Kayazi, and then charges Victor, slamming him back 6 inches, killing the mechanic and following up behind. The Cyclone advances and unloads 5 shots into Boris. The trencher CIA onto him, further damaging him. The Hunter fires at Mikhail for severe damage. Kara moves, feeds and fires at Mikhail, doing more damage and triggering another firing squad shot from the Hunter for even more damage, but he is still running. He only lost the right arm system completely. The Black 13th can do nothing but move. The Charger also fires at Boris, but Kodiak came out of this better than his mate. I drop Iron Flesh, upkeep Fury, allocate no focus. The Kolun Lord moves and power boosts Victor. Victor stands up and smacks the Basher twice, critting on the second hit. The mechanics move and try to repair Mikhail, but only one manages a single point of repair, which is just enough to fix the right arm. The Butcher casts full throttle. Then Boris charges the Cyclone, smacks him twice, grabs and smashes him and wants to throw him at Kara. Sadly, he's 1/4 of an inch short. However, the Cyclone deviates onto Kara, clipping her. This knocks her down. Mikhail runs close to the Charger. Nikita moves between the Butcher and the Hunter. Oh, and the lone assassin moves to Thor and deals 3 damage to him. In his turn, he allocates focus to the Hunter and Cyclone. The Black 13th move and fire boosted damage rounds into Victor for little effect. Thor defeats the assassin in close combat. Then Kara shoots the Butcher, taking down half his points in one go. He moves the trenches, but not boldly enough to reach me with their guns. And now I can't remember why the Hunter is still sitting on 2 focus. I think he did fire unboosted and missed. The Cyclone and Charger unload into Mikhail and Boris, but can't take them out. Round 4, no focus allocated. The Butcher stays, casts full throttle, feeds. To the face! Boris charges the charger and loses a whole column to a trencher freeze strike. Can't take out the charger as he just lost an arm. Victor scraps the basher. Nikita charges the hunter, rain of deaths, but deals only marginal damage. Then Mikhail walks up to Kara and combo super slams her into the cyclone, where she leaves an anthropomorphic imprint. The Butcher wins! In hindsight, I would have really liked for the scenario to matter more, but with Kara Sloan on the board, it's first of all a mission to negate the caster kill, and with playing the Butcher, you generally go for the throat as well. I think, however, that the Heavy Jacks worked as a suitable limousine for the Butcher, even though he didn't kill anything in this game. His focus did, however. I need to get better with skill checks, though. Had the Marauder been fired upon, I never would have been able to combo slam Kara. He could also have piled fire on the Butcher even more to down him. Had he feeded around later, I would have been toast. It's still good that the Marauder racked up a win. It's a brilliant machine. The world's largest and most dangerous pinball machine. Oh, and moving the Kayazi assassins at the basher was my biggest brain fart ever. I honestly forgot about Flagfield for a crucial moment. And that's everything for now. I'm not yet sure about what the next issues will be, but we have some games coming up this weekend, so until next time, farewell.